Hello, Micah. Welcome to the show. Okay, see you then. Maybe. Hey, Lynn. How are you, buddy? All right. Talk to you later, Micah. Ooh. I promise you guys a very mediocre show. I I don't get to do these often anymore, and I just don't have time to set up. So what what I can add to the show is lessened a little bit, but we'll get through it. I think everyone took me seriously. We went from 5 people down to 1. I was just joking. So I'm sure by now, welcome everybody, by the way. I'm J Mac. Welcome to Bigfoot Input Live. I'm sure everyone has heard by now about the Silverton Bigfoot. Of course, when it first came out, the video, that night, actually, the night that it came out, I came home. I did an impromptu video about 9:30 at night. I wasn't expecting to do a video, but I did one anyway because I felt it was important. And in that video, I pointed out that the legs of the Silverton Bigfoot were pants because they sort of bell-bottomed at the bottom of the pants there. I caught so much flack off of that one little video. Like I've caught in flack before, it's not a big deal, but that one video really sparked a lot of emotions in people. And you had one side that was strictly like, no, it's not real, and then the other side was like, of course it's real, don't be stupid. And me being objective in the middle of the situation, I had to point out the pants and the legs of the creature just didn't work for me, unfortunately. So it was fake, and I think I proved it was fake. But anyway, so earlier today, or it might have been yesterday, Thinker Thunker releases a 60-second video on Facebook proving that the Silverton Bigfoot was not real due to the leg ratios. Thinker Thunker has a system where he measures the leg and arm ratios of known humans, like he'll like Shaq. It doesn't matter if you're Shaq or you're Danny DeVito. Your arms are half the length of your legs, something to that effect. I don't know the full scale of the system, but so known Bigfoot sightings, he measures the leg and arm ratio. What he's found is that Bigfoot has double the arm length as humans. So he uses that as a measurement against every Bigfoot. And, obviously starting with Patty, I think is where it all started. So he measured that, and it's, those are the ratios. So he measures the Silverton Bigfoot, and lo and behold, guess what? The arms are not double the length of the legs, not even close. They're half the length of the legs. Meaning that is a guy in a suit. Now, Flack is like hey Brian, welcome. Dude, I am so sad to hear, like, the more stories I hear. I've really gotten into my Bigfoot sighting lately, which is a show on Spotify, and it's like a podcast type of show where it's just people telling their encounters. And I mean, 75% of those people say, oh, my family laughed at me, they mocked me, no one believes me. But I'm so sick of hearing it. I'm very disappointed that the world is so close-minded that they can't even listen to a story without immediately going, "Oh, you're full of shit. You don't know your." So anyway, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. You are welcome for all the videos, of course. So as I was saying, I hate to sound like a little bitch about it, but I posted it yesterday on our Facebook and on YouTube, and I was like, gee, I wish I had said that. Because now that Thinker Thunker has said it, well, it's concrete, it's law, it's just the way it is now. Oh yeah, that's fake, and everyone's going back and backpedaling and saying, well, Thinker Thunker says it's fake, it's fake. Yeah, I said it was fake too, and I said it was fake last week. So again, I'm bordering on sounding whiny here. I don't want to do that, but come on, guys. Like, I feel like I was easily dismissed, even though I had good proof that it was a fake. But anyway, thanks to old Thinker Thunker, now we all know the Silverton Bigfoot is indeed a fake. We knew that, though. I mean, come on. We knew that. I was pretty impressed by the leg stride on that creature. I thought it was, but there's nothing for scale. He could have, that step could have been 3 feet, or it could have been 18 inches for all we know. There's no way to tell for, accurately. So. And Brian, if you ever feel like sharing your story, man, we are always open to hear anything. Bigfoot Input at gmail.com is obviously the most effective way to get a hold of us. We also have a messenger on Facebook. If you go onto the Facebook blog, I believe you can access us on Messenger there, and I'm always up for a Bigfoot story, man. So, you know, whatever you want to do, feel free. Of course, of course. Yeah, if you guys are not listening to my Bigfoot sighting, you have to. Like, seriously, it is some of the most mind-blowing stories of people that just, you know, a lot of these people like grew up with Bigfoot around. Like, it wasn't even a thing. It was just like, oh yeah, there's, you know, they call them wood boogers or whatever they call them. You know, it depends on your area. But oh yeah, there's Bigfoot. Oh, it's, you know, comes and steals a couple chickens every now and then. No big deal. You know, it's just the stories that come out. It's amazing, and it's like to think that you have still have so many people that adamantly deny. You know, and it's like you don't know. You weren't there. You didn't experience it yourself. You know, and it's like just shut up. You know, shut your mouth. But anyway, that's enough negativity. I get tired of people being afraid to come out with their story or their pictures even, because there's always just some internet asshole that's like, no, it's not real. It's a tree. It's this. It's that. You know, and there are some cases like that, but you know, it's like this. If I'm out in the woods and I see movement and I know it's a Bigfoot. It's big, it's brown, it walks on two legs, whatever it is that leads me to believe it's Bigfoot, right? And I take a picture, I get my camera, my phone out of my pocket, I fumble it out of my pocket, I get it unlocked, you know, with my password, and I get the camera app going, and it pops up, and I start taking pictures or video, and it's just the worst, crappiest looking, you know, tree branch type of video you've ever seen. Well, that's the footage that I got. That doesn't mean that nothing happened. That doesn't mean it isn't real. It just means that's the footage I got. And I get tired of the argument of, you know, with this technology that we have and everyone has a cell phone, why don't we have a clear picture? Man, good luck. Good luck. If you are trying to take a picture of a creature that does not want to be filmed, example, deer, bear, I mean, you know, again, good luck. Good luck getting that phone out of your pocket and getting the camera app loaded and focusing and taking a clear picture. If anyone's wondering, this is a picture of a print that I took the picture in Central Florida. It's quite obviously a Sasquatch footprint. You can see the deep heel indentation there, that wall. It's a very cool print. Anyway, I was just on a nature hike. I did not have any casting material. It breaks my heart that this is possibly the one and only time I'll ever have come across something like this. And I did not have the opportunity to cast it, so that's sad. But I did get a picture, so. But you can see the toes up here. Right there, there's like 5 toes. I will tell you guys, if you know, if you're checking out our channel tomorrow evening / afternoon, We will be having a new video out tomorrow. I have not started on it yet at all, but I will be starting first thing in the morning, and I'm going to work on get it uploaded hopefully by the afternoon. I will tell you, I'm excited about this video. It really is. I've been receiving a lot of great stuff that people want showcased. They want to talk about it. They want it to be out there in the world, but they don't have a venue, and we are that venue. So I'm excited about the video tomorrow. It should be a really good one. Yeah, we're based out of Florida as well. So is Bigfoot World. Bigfoot World, Paranormal Researchers of Central Florida, something to that effect. The Ocala National Forest is absolutely just hot with not only skunk apes, but paranormal activity. It's crazy. And Kathy and her gang are doing a great job of recording all that. This one actually came from, oh man, I cannot remember the name of that national forest, but it's not Ocala, it's west of Ocala. It's closer to the west coast of Florida, but not south, not Green Swamp area, not Myakka. It's like, it's literally central. I'd never heard of it before. I had to go look it up. But this came from a hunting group, actually. This picture, and it was, yeah, it was somewhere over there. This creature is essentially sitting under a deer feeder. Or I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, I messed that up. A hog feeder, a hog baiter, you know. That's what this stuff on the tree is. It's like gears and stuff to hoist, you know, corn and things like that for hogs, to bait hogs. But if you watch the video breakdown of the picture that we did, you'll see that this is not only one creature, there's two creatures there. There's what we're assuming is the mother and a juvenile. She's holding a juvenile. And like I said, we give a pretty thorough breakdown. Hey, look who it is. It's Kathy. We were just talking about you. But we give a pretty thorough breakdown of this picture in that video. So Kathy, what I was saying was tomorrow we're doing a new video and we're excited about it. We've received a lot of great things this week that people are actually coming to us and asking us to showcase and to get out into the world, but they don't have a venue. You obviously know, and I know your group has been just putting out like straight fire this week. So it's been a crazy week for your group, and we're obviously going to be showcasing some of those pictures as well as some other people that are sending us some pretty incredible stuff. So we're excited about tomorrow's video. It should be tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. You have to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow and you're up right now? You crazy bastard. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Kathy. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting video, so we're ready for that. So, vocals on the property. I did watch the video of you guys on the property. It was about 45 minutes, so I may have had to skim a little bit, but I did watch. And I was really intrigued with the creature, and you had sent me the screenshot of it, you know, but you know what creature I'm talking about. I was really intrigued by that whole situation. And then I wanted to ask you, I didn't get a chance to ask you, the sort of urban looking area where you're in the middle of like buildings and I don't even know, pipes maybe, like what was that area? Like where normally you're very much in wooded areas, that seemed to be some sort of abandoned something or other. Like where were you? Eureka. What was that? Was that like an old factory or something you were at? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was cool. And there was a creature there too, which is not shocking. I mean, they'll pretty well take over any structure that hasn't been utilized in a long time, you know. So that's not weird to me. But I'm sorry, I'm having such a hard time seeing because of my setup right now. But but GD Silla, welcome. We have a premiere Sunday night. I'm gonna have to check that out. Mm. Yeah, congratulations on the library presentation thing tomorrow. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make. Well, I won't be able to make it there, but it'll be cool. I'm sure you have a lot of fun on that. Oh, man. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Hey, it's that Connor guy. Actually, you're not really late. We just got fired up here about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. I'm not able to schedule these live shows anymore, so it's every time they happen, it's kind of impromptu. So we just fired it up, and we'll be here for a little while. Excuse the jostling. I gotta try to fix this thing so I can see something. Yeah, I mean they 100% hunt the deer. There was a guy, I forget his name. I met him at Expedition Bigfoot in Cherry Log, Georgia, but he was from Central Florida, and he was showing us a video from Ocala, and I've never been able to find the video online, but he was showing it, like presenting it there, and it was these like two just frightening, like they were frighteningly fast. Like they moved so fast, they were kind of like a blob, but you could see the way they were moving. Their fists were hitting the ground. They were moving like chimps, basically. And they were chasing down this deer. So you see this deer go by, and then you see these two black creatures just following it so fast. And then you hear this like disgusting like bone break, which was probably a neck or something. You hear like a little you hear the deer kind of scream, and then you hear like a neck break, and it was just like, whoa. And I have never been able to find that video, and I don't know who that dude is. But I wasn't as serious about it then. I probably would have gotten his information, but cool video. Yeah, please send me the vocals. I'll be excited to hear about that. We'll see. I'm backed up on video ideas. Like, I have so many ideas I want to do and like so little time, so I need to post. I had promised someone last live that I was going to post the video of the Bigfoot hand going through the infrared camera, and I just absolutely completely forgot, and then I ran across it the other day. I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to post that. Forgot. So I need to do that. I need to make a new video tomorrow, a new picture, cryptid picture video. And then I found like all these cool videos that I want to like slow and break down and go through. Maybe do like 4 per episode. But, it's time consuming, so it's like I'm getting backed up. But my point to that was, the vocals video, maybe we'll get that into one of the video episodes. Yeah, I was listening to a story the other night. They were talking about sort of your typical, Bigfoot howl. They'd heard that, and then immediately following the howl of the Bigfoot, all the coyotes joined in and howled back. And no one's quite sure the reasoning there, but it is cool that, they're out there communicating, so. I hope I'm not slurping in your ear, but I lost my straw. I have like one of those cool like metal metal straws with the like 45-degree angle on it. Lost it. Oh, hey, look who it is. So this is one of Kathy's pictures. Okay, thank you, Kathy. I'll check it out. If not tonight, then tomorrow for sure. Yeah, your buddy. That's right. You need to name this guy. I don't know. You know what's weird to me? I mean, I guess it could just be every creature has a natural hair formation, but look at the straight line across his forehead, right? Let's see. Welcome, everybody. Rexton, Sandro. Thanks for joining. What, Kathy? Oh, he does have a name. Okay. But I think what I was saying is like the straight line. Remember? Do you remember the picture that Rick had posted about the Survivor Man episode in Romania that had the creature behind him, rather? And I was like, no, it's probably not real because of the straight line on the forehead. Look at this guy. He has that same straight line, like almost like bangs. So if we go, yeah, here it is. Look, there's the same. This is the picture I'm talking about. Look at the same straight line across the forehead there. That is wild. I never put that together until I just took a closer look at your picture and saw that straight hairline. That gives me hope that this could be real, which I really hoped it was. Yeah, I was really impressed with this picture, and I had deduced that I didn't believe it was real, but I'm telling you now, I'm starting to have a change of heart. I mean, that was right over Les Stroud's shoulder. And Les Stroud is not the kind of guy that bullshits people, you know? Connor, remind me again, where are you hailing from, bud? What area are you coming from? Huh. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that now. So actually, this picture wasn't even of, hang on, wasn't even of that guy. It was of his possible buddy right here. One of your group members pointed that out. I can't remember who it was though. Arkansas. Don't they have that I'm gonna screw up the name here because I always want to say Mongolian and that's not the word, but isn't it like the Mognalon monster or something to that effect? Isn't that from Arkansas? I don't know if you remember a while back, Kathy. It was probably about a year ago. I think we kind of dissected that picture and said that there might have been 4 to 5 creatures in that picture. I don't even know that this was one of them, frankly. Well, Connor, I mean, have you ever heard the Sierra sounds? Do you think it was anything similar to that? I'm not even going through these stupid pictures again with this Igor guy with the Bigfoot getting in the car. I can't do it. I don't have the energy. That guy just pisses me off. Brad Kidd. This is one of Brad's better ones. Brad has like 2 amazing pictures and then like 50 that are far more questionable. But I mean, still decent, but it's just very, very questionable. Like to me, like this is what I imagine a Bigfoot looks like in the face. You know, it's like they got the eye shine and they look like an old race of human. Right, and I mean, honestly, there's only so many creatures that give off a roar, especially in Arkansas. But I mean, let's be honest, that area of Arkansas is a hotbed for Bigfoot activity, as well as, say, eastern Texas, western Oklahoma. That whole, there's big pods, big areas right there that are just hot. So there's no reason to. I mean, like I said, if it's not a bobcat with that like screech that they do, and like I say, it's not a cougar or mountain lion. Um, then what else? I mean, you should consider the Bigfoot to be a part of your local wildlife, because I mean that's really what it is. Well, you're lucky to have had a sighting. I mean, it's a, you know, it's a rarity, obviously. Oh, you saw one twice. Do you think it was the same one? Kathy, this must be one of yours, right? I thought. Yeah, no, no, no. This is James. This is James's picture. It's an incredible picture. It looks almost just like the one from your backyard. But yeah, this is James's picture. I think it's the same one. Yeah. Well, it's possible. They, like I said, they travel in pods, so it's like could be a member of the family or something. I don't know. Yeah, Kathy, I've seen some pictures from James. I mean, this is like the only one though that I've just really found. This one is it's undeniable. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that anyone could look at this picture and be like, and my phone, the way I'm filming it, absolutely does not do the picture justice. We featured this picture in one of our recent videos. I don't know which one. Sorry, but yeah, we showed it in a much clearer, and it's just an excellent picture. I'm not entirely sure where this picture comes from, but wow, great shot. So I don't know, Kathy. Do you remember? I think it was on your video or you're on your premiere, like maybe last week or whatever. I was telling Tim T that I wasn't able to comment in his group like at all. So it was very frustrating. Like I couldn't interact with anyone there or talk about anything that was going on in his group. And oh, that's yours. Yeah, I kind of thought it might have been yours, but I wasn't sure. Usually there's a circle around them, thanks to Miguel, but this is just a freaking incredible shot. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. This is, I don't know. It's just this is it. This is why I'm into this thing. But so anyway, what I discovered, Kathy, was that I'm going to assume pages and not just me, pages seem to be blocked from making comments. I can go under my personal profile, and I can comment. So I assume that they have a rule set up where pages can't comment or do anything on there. Or I can't imagine why they would have targeted me personally. I've absolutely never done anything to them other than try to help them grow their channel. So I can't imagine I don't think that's the case. Obviously, I think they've set it to where pages can't do certain things in their group. No, Tim seems like a good guy. I'm not taking it personal. I just, like I said, I think that when they set the page up, they have certain parameters that questions you have to answer, and they probably just thought, for whatever reason, it would be best not to allow pages to comment on pictures and stuff like that. I gotta share something with you guys. So, I made a promise that I was going to do a better job of finding out who posted pictures, getting their permission to use their pictures. When I say use, I mean, to showcase them on our channel. I made that promise. And I think I've upheld it. I've absolutely, you see me all the time on the groups. I'm out there, hey, so-and-so, great picture, can we use it, whatever. So I try to get people's permission. I don't need it, by the way. Once it's on Facebook, anyone can use it. But again, try to be respectful. So, due to a situation that happened a while ago with a researcher. So anyway, I'm literally just scrolling Facebook earlier. I don't even think I was on Bigfoot Input. I think I was on my personal hello? What's that? Jamila? Hello. So I think I was on like my personal page, and I was like scrolling Facebook, and I was on this came across this ghost caught on camera site, which again is not unlike me at all to have that on my to be a part of a group like that. But it's it's ghosts caught on camera. And this woman says, she goes, I took a picture on our farm earlier, tell me what you see. Do you see anything? So I started looking through the picture, and sure enough, there's a lot of what I would consider to be pareidolia on there. There's, faces in the bush. But there is a beautiful shot of a Bigfoot. Like, that's what she took a picture of, you know? And she's got it posted on completely on the wrong site. And I went to go speak to her because I was like, all right, I gotta nail this picture down. People need to see this. And for whatever reason, commenting was turned off like almost immediately after 3 comments. You can't get a hold of the woman on Facebook. She doesn't have like a messenger open and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, like what the hell is a fellow to do? I mean, like I'm trying here. I'm trying to do the right thing and contact these people and ask them, but I'm not going to let this opportunity just go by. When I say opportunity, I mean this is a really great picture. It should be shared with the world. She shared it with the world, but she shared it to the wrong place. And I'm like, you know, God, I would love to be respectful and ask this woman for her permission, but I can't get a hold of her. So guess what? Tomorrow, it's going in the video anyway. And I will give her credit for posting it, but, you know, I tried. This is another one of Kathy, another one of Bigfoot World, paranormal researchers of Central Florida. You may have already seen this one before, but it's totally worth looking at again. And once again, my phone is not doing it justice. The glasses, yeah. Yes, he's a helpful Bigfoot. We appreciate that. I don't recall if this might be Rick McKenzie. Yeah, Kathy, I'm in the group. I mean, I see the post. It tells me I'm a member. In fact, last night I dropped the group and rejoined just to make sure there wasn't like some sort of, you know, questionnaire that I was missing. It let me rejoin immediately without it asking me any questions. So I'm in the group, but I swear it's because I'm a page, basically. I am my own page. That's why. Because like I said, if I go under my personal profile, I can totally ask questions and stuff like that. But I made a commitment to try to separate my personal stuff from the channel, because the bigger it gets, the more, you know, the more people are involved in what you're doing and stuff like that, and then it gets weird. The lines get blurred, so I wanted to try to separate it, you know. So yeah, I don't do anything with my personal profile if I can help it, you know what I'm saying? You know, Lynn, I've got nothing against Steve. I really don't. Good for him, for all of his success, and I'm happy for him. Do I watch his videos?
Not really. I don't have, dude, I don't have an hour and a half to sit around and watch his videos. His videos are so long. And it just, how can I say it? There's a lot of there's a lot of potato and not a lot of meat, if that makes sense. If that's, if I can use an analogy, it just seems like he takes forever to get to whatever the hell it is that he's trying to say in a video. Like my videos string out sometimes, 30, 35 minutes. And that's long for me. That's a long haul. That's a solid 15 picture, deep dive. And I try not to go longer than that. Like sometimes I've had videos that were like 40, 45 minutes and I've had to cut them back because I don't want to get that long. But Steve just goes all in, and I mean like hour and a half videos, man. And I'm like, I don't understand how he has 200,000 subs. I can't imagine the attention span that it takes to watch a video that long. It's like watching a little movie. But yeah, I would imagine that you are correct. I would imagine that with 200,000 subs, you probably get a hell of a lot of content, and it's like, even with us, it's like we are at, what, we passed 6,500 subs, which was kind of a milestone for me, but we're going to focus on 10,000 now. But with 6,500 subs, it's like we get quite a bit of email, can you look at this, can you look at that, and then talking to them about using it on the channel and things like that. So it's like, I would imagine with 200,000 subs, yeah, you're probably drowned in pictures, in Sasquatch pictures. So yeah, I mean, good for Steve. Like I said, he's come out with some. I think we had a picture last week that turned out it was from his channel, which I didn't know at the time, but it came out. That's where it came from, So. Yeah, I don't know, Kathy. Maybe I'm just biased, but I do watch your videos. There's always something going on, It's like, I don't know. With Steve's videos, it's just a lot of talking. It's a lot of him reading letters, a lot of him talking about, from what I've seen, it's just a lot of him talking about government agencies that are, trying to shut him down, and it seems a little contrived, if I'm honest. But but hey, like I said again, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I congratulations to him on all of his success, So I think that there's better channels out there, for me anyway. Other things I'd rather listen to. Kathy, if I had any advice for you at all, which you don't really need my advice, you got to do you, but the way I do my videos, when I have things I need to, like, long drawn out type of things to edit out. I do have a video editing program to where I can clip from within the video. So say if there's a long period of time where just nothing happens that you would like to clip out, you know, that you can go in and cut that on both sides and then cut that whole clip out. You know, so like I'll do that. I'll make a video and it's 40 minutes long and I'm like, shit, that's too long. So I'll go in and I'll find some fluff or like some dead air, you know, where I didn't say anything for a long time, and I'll just cut the audio and cut the video and pull those both out. And then it'll come together and it'll be, you know, you don't even notice the blip, you know, that it causes. But, you know, that's, again, they're your videos. But if you feel that they're too long, or there's like, well, there was a long period there where nothing happened, you're welcome to hit me up on Messenger and I'll tell you the ins and outs of the program that I use. And you can just upload your video into there and you can go in and cut it. It's very simple stuff. It's not hard to do at all. Clip chip, yeah, I haven't heard of that. There's a million programs out there. Yeah, I was really surprised to see you guys, like, it's not really an urban area, but it's definitely, it's not as wooded as you normally go to, you know. I mean, you're in that like abandoned whatever that was. You said it was a barge, but I mean, and then you you come out of there with this incredible picture, which of course, again, everybody, we will be showcasing that picture tomorrow on our latest video. So it's impressive. I told you, I said it seems like you guys are like a magnet out there. It's like that whole group has just been putting out fire all week. Yeah, I figured that. It was a little hidden. In fact, I would love to see... I'll have to go through that video. I'd love to see the clip that came from, you know? Like, what part of the video did that actually come from? I'll have to... Maybe if you have a timestamp, that would be helpful, so I can go back and actually check out, see if there was any movement, you know? That would be neat. See if you can catch it in different positions. There's a lot of weird shit out in the Ocala National Forest. I mean, with all of the military stuff that goes on out there, people don't get that. It's like, you know, every once in a while, you'll be driving down the street, man, and all of a sudden you'll see just trucks with tanks and, you know, big, I don't know what they call the big military trucks, the big transporter trucks, you know, that they're all camouflage. It's like, you know, they'll just be driving down the street heading to Central Florida, you know, and you know something's going on over there, but you don't know what. Oh, that was a picture. Oh, okay. I assumed it was a still from a video. So we'll have to take the picture and find out where that is in the video. I mean, and then again, I mean, that creature may or may not even be there, you know, from the time the picture was taken to the video, but it would be cool to compare the two. It would be great if we had a shot without it being there. So maybe we want to go back and find that spot in the video anyway. If it was filmed on, you know, on video, find it and then screenshot it. That way we can do a side-by-side of the place with the creature and without. Was it today? October 20th that they filmed Patty? I got to be honest, I don't know. I don't really keep track. I know that there was a big anniversary date at some point earlier. I don't know that. Yeah, maybe it was last year. You say unmarked white vans go in there? See, there's some shady shit going on in there that we don't know about. So I was watching that part on the video. It was pretty fascinating. Unfortunately, the truth is, watching the video, at least I didn't really see the blinking that you were referring to, but there was change. You could definitely see that it wasn't the same the whole time, you know? And being there in person and seeing it on video is a lot, seeing it through your camera is a lot different than seeing a video recording, unfortunately. But it was still impressive. And then, of course, I showed you what I thought was going on there, so we'll be diving into that tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see these pictures, so maybe that's, something different. But no, like I said, I did watch the video. It just, you could see movement. I personally couldn't see the blinking, which I was looking for. Well, just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I mean, on the video, it's hard to actually make it out, but I could see movement on that creature. So, and then I assume you have your heat set to black, so that's why that whole creature is showing up behind that bush. Yeah, here we go. Here comes the short bus. Okay, you know what, Kathy? I really thought that it's impressive. I really thought that was like an infrared. That's cool though. So yeah, like you can definitely see that one creature sticks out, in the red light. Well, I'm gonna let you buy those because I don't have a use. You know, I'm not out in the woods in the middle of the night like you and your crazy crew. So you you guys go out there and get the footage, and I'll put it out in the world, and I'll play my role in this thing. These people are from, well, I mean they're all over, but they're in your group. I'm pretty sure of that. Book authors, Joseph Annie. They have some decent stuff. Is it a couple? Like a man like Joseph and Annie? Is that why they're, I don't know. I don't really know them. Well, I mean, I'm just figured Joseph Annie, and it says book authors. Joseph Annie. It must be a couple. It must be Joseph and Annie. So some of the stuff I mean, look, I don't want to talk bad about anybody. Some of the stuff they've said is a little off the wall. Okay, if I'm being honest, but that doesn't mean, you know, that they're not legit. Their pictures are pretty good. Kathy, are you ready for your thing tomorrow? The presentation at the library? Who took this picture? I don't know what that is either. All right, I will, Kathy. I gotta free up my phone, because that's where that email is. So as soon as I'm done with this live, I'll check it out. I think this is Rebecca. It's Rebecca Rollison, right? I think this is hers. Dude, that is so cool. You can't be nervous. I mean, you guys did that Bigfoot conference. I mean, that was a huge crowd. And you guys rocked it up there. I mean, you did great. So go in there and own the room. You know, I don't really like plan. I mean, I'm very much a planner, but when it comes to things like that, I would think about my key points and I would go in there and completely wing it. Like that's how I do my videos. Like I don't really like I don't do a whole lot of planning ahead of time. So I would wing it. You come off more genuine that way, you know. And if you stutter here or there, you know, if you mess up, I mean, it's just you just seem more genuine, you know. Make sure you mention your friends at Bigfoot Input, you know, the don't, don't forget don't forget the little people while you're off giving your presentations, you know. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, Tommy boy, pictures are always welcome. Bigfoot Input at gmail.com. Please send them all over. We will have a look at them. We will respond, contact you back, and tell you what we find, and talk to you about, you know, showcasing them if necessary. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, make sure you tell them to join, and you can direct them to our Bigfoot World video. I'm gonna have to make a second one at this point. You know that, right? I'm gonna have to make a whole other video just on the new stuff that you guys have out. What are y'all talking about? We're talking about Bigfoot and anything cryptid related. Anything paranormal you want to talk about, we're open to it. Kathy, we've got some new stuff too. There was a guy hit me up from Instagram. I can't remember his name, but I'll give him credit tomorrow. He's got some cool stuff, really cool stuff you'll like. Possible Dogman stuff, which, you know, I'm you know, I'm on that. I gotta, anything Dogman related, I gotta take a look at it and see. But anyway, so he's got some cool stuff, so those will be in the videos tomorrow. Welcome back, Micah. What alien thing are we talking about? Are we talking about the basically I mean, there's so much of it these days. The government just straight up admitted that they've had alien technology since before Roswell. So, you know, who knows what we're talking about. Kathy, I'm starting to get the feeling that I have too many of your pictures, because I feel like everyone so far in the last 8 pictures has been from Bigfoot World. But look at that. I mean, how do you get any clearer than that? Yes, you are, Micah. Welcome back. That's awesome, Tommy. Yeah, I can't wait to see him, man. Like, send him over. Like I said, bigfootinput@gmail.com. If your pictures are legit, if you're interested in them being showcased in one of our videos, we will contact you and we will ask you, what's up and what you want to do. So, we're definitely game. Tons of activity in Western Pennsylvania. In fact, my personal experience was, I would say, more east, almost central Pennsylvania, but near the Poconos, where I had one of my experiences. So yeah, Pennsylvania is an absolute hotbed. Pennsylvania, Ohio, in that area, real hot. North of Pittsburgh, huh? Go Steelers. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Allegheny, right? Allegheny or Allegheny? I think it's Allegheny. There's a national forest there, right? I mean, tons of activity in there. Yeah, Allegheny. I thought so. Yeah, because we just came back from West Virginia last year. The year before that, we were in the Poconos, but in West Virginia, they have a Trans Allegheny. Um, they don't call it an insane asylum. They call it, but it's an asylum. And we took the tour of that. Lots of paranormal activity in there. Very cool. But I'm not sure what that word means or where it stems from, but it's big in that area. Pennsylvania, West Virginia, maybe Ohio too, for all I know. But speaking of West Virginia, this picture's from West Virginia. This guy is called Big Red, and he is somewhere in West Virginia. I can't remember where. But I did enjoy our time there. I don't know if it was. Well, I'll tell you what really was the deal breaker there, or at least, in my opinion, was that I shouldn't say deal breaker, but anyway, what really made it was that we went up there and we had some things we wanted to do, and we did this and we did that, and it was all fun and games. It was fine. But the last day we were there, we had plans to do something else. I don't know what it was. And my fiance Q, who grew up in the Bahamas, she had never seen snow. Never one time. And I woke up to a noise at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm up. I'm ready to shoot somebody. I'm like, what's going on? And I find her outside, like just twirling in the snow. You know, at 3 a.m. It just started snowing. And there's like, you know, by morning there's this beautiful blanket of white snow. And it was pretty. And that day we canceled all of our plans and we got like takeout food and just stayed in the cabin all day and just watched the snow and just had it was really nice, really nice. And man, you talk about a squatchy area. I mean, there is absolutely just nothing in West Virginia. It is just mountains and nothing in a really nice way. So it's just mountains up there, and yeah, I would like to go back. Actually, it's an interesting area. You got to know there's Sasquatch up there. You know, this picture was taken in Texas. I still can't quite figure out what this thing is. Yeah, I guess, you know, it wasn't my first time seeing snow, but I think it definitely stuck with me as being that moment, you know, just that moment of this is it's so magical, you know. It's like, because let's be honest, tomorrow you're going to be shoveling it out of the driveway and it's going to be all dirty and muddy as you're driving through it and stuff like that, but it's that moment, it's that just that first moment where you went to bed and it wasn't snowing. There was no snow on the ground. It was cold. And then you wake up and you see this beautiful white stuff like falling from the sky, you know. And then of course, being the guy that I am, you know, you're taking in the magical moment and then you get hit with a snowball, you know, because that's what's up. Oh, you guys will laugh at this. I have this blanket. Speaking of fiance's Q, she bought me this, so I have this. This is my I actually have two of these. I have a small one and a large one. This is my blanket. Yeah, you know, Tommy, I get that. I mean, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I think before you guys got here, I was having a rant. I was like, you know, I am so sick of hearing these people say, like, they run back to their homes, like, I just saw a Sasquatch, I just saw a Bigfoot, it was a monster in the woods, I just saw it, and people are like, yeah, you're crazy, yeah, so what, you saw a bear, you know, and I'm just like, you know, shut up. Like, what do you know, really? Like, honestly, it's incredible. And Micah, no, I hit her with a snowball. She was having a magical moment watching the snow, and it was all beautiful, and then pow, she got hit with a snowball. So she had it coming. Don't worry. And that happens a lot too, is like people have an experience and it just, they have like a brain break, you know. It's like they can't fathom what they just saw or what they just experienced, and then they just won't do it anymore, you know. Yeah, Micah, there is literally a picture of my arm and the snowball en route, it was a perfect picture to ping her right in the head with that snowball. So it was a good day, good moment, and I would do it again. You know what, Kathy? We were just talking about Joseph and Annie. Here's another one of theirs. Or, yeah, well, Joseph, Annie. I don't think it's one person. I think it's two, but this is one of their pictures. We've had a couple experiences down here in Central Florida, but nothing to chase us out of the woods. I mean, we did get barked at one day by an unknown creature that we didn't see. And then I later on heard an experience that someone else had with the exact same, what I would say, the definition of the bark that we heard. So I do believe that was a skunk ape that was making a noise at us, but so far nothing really hostile. So but my experience in Pennsylvania, that was, I should say our experience, because we both experienced different parts of it. It's weird story, but yeah, that was pretty amazing. So, in fact, I contacted Vic Cundiff from my Bigfoot sighting to see about telling that story on his show. So we'll see how that goes. Tommy boy, are you from Wisconsin? Is that where your experiences have happened? Because that's another area that I hear a lot about, is Wisconsin. Right. So again, both hotbeds, you know. There was a guy I was listening to tonight, actually, was telling about a story. I can't remember the name of the lake. It had a weird name. Most lakes are named with like, you know, Native American names. And it was like, you know, Lake, you know, whatever. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, he was telling just an amazing story about a Sasquatch that he felt was protecting him and his disabled son from a bear, uh, a large bear. So he said that the way that he had witnessed the bear and the bear's actions, and he had then seen a Sasquatch, and he said the way it was positioned, the way it had followed them, and he said he felt that it had actually, he was in tears. It was an amazing story. He felt that it had actually protected him and his son from the bear, who, you know, we're assuming it would have attacked or could have attacked anyway. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this picture comes from, but it is wait, here we go. Maybe this is Colorado Bigfoot. I find a lot of his stuff questionable, but I also find a lot of his stuff really impressive. So yeah, that's definitely typical behavior. Picture. This is AI. This is typical AI. We should all be on the lookout for shit like this. I think it's like the lucky ones that actually get to spend the time in these desolate areas, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Even if there's not like Sasquatch activity, just like fishing, you know, in the middle of nowhere, it's an incredible experience. I heard a story tonight about a guy who, you know, avid outdoorsman, that sort of thing, hunter, fisher, fisherman. Anyway, he was fishing, and he says that he was getting his minnow bucket stolen. He says, I would catch a fish, and I go down to the bank to, like, you know, put it on a stringer, because I come back and my minnow bucket's missing, you know, just gone. And a couple times he had to go home. He had to turn around and leave because it was just gone, you know. And he goes, so the third time he's on to now, he buys a new minnow bucket, like a, you know, a big plastic one, and he puts a stringer on it and ties it to a tree. And he says that he comes back and finds his minnow bucket gone, and follows the little stringer to a group of, you know, let's say kudzu, like ivy, and encounters two young Sasquatch that were stealing his minnow bucket and eating the fish, eating the minnows out of it. And he goes on to build a relationship with these two plus their parents. So 4 Sasquatch total. So he's building a relationship by gifting, by feeding, by, you know, spending time. Just an incredible story. Incredible. I don't remember the name of that lake, but I could look it up. I don't recall. But he said it was like, it was, you know, I mean, Wisconsin seems kind of remote. You know, you get away from the cities, you know, Milwaukee and all that. Get away from that. There's a lot of rural area in Wisconsin. So you guys remember this picture maybe? It came out back in what, '08? And this, of course, is the same train that our friend the Silverton Sasquatch was viewed from. So seems like a tradition. If you guys are looking for, you know, a cool site to go check out, Ronnie LeBlanc, you know, he's a friend of the channel, has that show on Discovery called Expedition Bigfoot, I believe. I don't watch contrived television shows like that. I'm sorry, I just don't. But Ronnie LeBlanc's still a good guy. And, you know, he's showing us Florida Bigfoot. William, he's a friend of the channel. He has like some legit Bigfoot experiences. You should definitely go check him out. Yeah, so the Silverton Bigfoot was just last week, and we just did a video on it. This one was taken back in 2008. So, you know, again, this has been a long-standing tradition of them showing Bigfoot to people on their train. Yeah, Ronnie's a nice guy. Honestly, a little misguided because he's all about the sensationalism of Bigfoot, but still cool guy. I like him. No issues with the guy, no shade. Him and I don't exactly mesh on, you know, Bigfoot beliefs, but still a cool dude. But yeah, so this isn't the exact same spot. This is the same train. This is the Silverton to Durango train. Can you guys hear the train actually? Ironically, can you hear the train going by my new city home? I don't hear bears anymore. I hear trains now. But anyway, point being, yes. So they have a tradition of having guys in suits going out and trying to impress the people on the train. It is sad, Kathy. One of these days I'm gonna move back to the mountains and I'm gonna be more rural than you are. Watch. You know what's crazy? I found a third version of this picture. Like most people think there's only like one of these. There's actually three. It's fake, unfortunately, but there's three. I don't know who took this one. See, and this is what you got to be careful of. I see a bunch of pareidolia, like up here in this area. I see a bunch of little faces, but this one is real. Like, that's not pareidolia. That's an actual face. So you can see both in the same photo, you know, it happens. I've always wondered if this picture is real or not. I wonder. I don't think so, but then again, they went through a lot of trouble to make the buttocks on this If it's a suit, they went through a lot of trouble to make a butt. Which one are we talking about, Tommy boy? Oh, the Silverton Bigfoot. That one, it's not real. I said it wasn't real as soon as it came out. I showed the video. We slowed it down. We showed the pants, the legs, which were obviously pants. So it wasn't real, you know. And then this morning, Thinker Thunker comes out with a video on Facebook with his ratios, also saying it's not real. You know, the fact that Sasquatch has double the arm length of their legs. I'm sorry, same arm length as their legs. Humans have 1.5 arm length compared to legs. So, you know, I hate to be salty about it, but I was just like, you know, that's great. So Thinker Thunker says it isn't real, and everyone's like, oh, well, shit, it's not real. But I said it wasn't real last week, and all I got was shit for it. Everyone argued with me and like called me names and stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about, you know. And this, I shouldn't have a YouTube channel if this is my level of experience. But Thinker Thunker comes out and says, hey, guess what? It's not real. And everyone's like, oh, well, shit, there you go. It's not real. Anyway, I'm done ranting. There you go. So it was a little salty about it, that's all. This is one of Kathy's. This is one of Bigfoot World's right here. Yeah, I know what. This has got to be one of yours, Kathy. It's got the big blue circle around it. But I'll be honest, you know, you guys put out more content than anybody, I think. Yeah, same train. I think it comes down to that RV rental nearby. It's called Sasquatch RV rental, and they have multiple Sasquatch suits. Like they have 2 or 3, and they use them for promotional reasons. And I think that this is literally just like, hey, the train's going by, send, Leroy out there with the suit on. And everyone keeps saying, oh, it's so far away, you couldn't get out there with a suit on. Bullshit. Take the suit in a backpack, take it out to wherever the hell you want to go, put it on, and then show up. As soon as the train's going by, show up. It was very convenient, so. Yeah, Tommy, that's not uncommon at all. I mean, ask Bigfoot World. It's like you don't really necessarily see anything in person. You know something's going on somewhere. You're filming, you take pictures, whatever you do. And then when you get home, like look at this one. This is Bigfoot World right here. You get home and you'll see something that you didn't know that you suspected was there. It's like you'll see it in film more than you actually see it in person. All right, well, again, to touch on Steve, how to hunt, no shade to Steve at all, but Steve has his own agenda, and it just seems like he's so concerned with the government agencies that are supposedly trying to shut him down and after him, and he seems so concerned with that he doesn't. I think he's lost touch. For me, every single person that contacts me, I want to give them that chance. It's like if their pictures are legit, if you want to showcase them on our channel, we're going to do that for you. It's like somebody earlier was like, well, I have these pictures, but I don't know how to get them out to the world. Well, we're not the world, but we're going to put them out there. And we're going to showcase them. So, yeah. So I look forward to seeing your pictures. And I will be checking them out probably tonight. Oh, here you go. Kathy, this one is yours. For sure. This is your backyard buddy. This is one of my favorite pictures of Bigfoot, I think, ever. No, Tommy boy, this is from Bigfoot World. This is Kathy Westerman. If you're not a part of her group, go to Facebook and search Bigfoot World, Cryptids, the Paranormal of Central Florida, and join that group, and you will find this picture and many more like it. Yeah, this is an amazing picture. This is one of my favorites for sure. Looks like an old man. Yeah, so I don't know how deep I want to dive into that conversation, Kathy, but being that this was in your backyard and that you don't research there, you haven't really, gone out there, etc. It does raise the conversation. Do these creatures know people that they follow? I mean, I know that your research area is far from your home. So it's like, do they start showing themselves to people that they trust, or that, I don't know. It raises all sorts of questions. And it raises questions that I'm not comfortable with. Questions like interdimensional travel and portals and things like that. It just raises so much garbage. I hate it, but I love this picture. It does raise conversations that I'm not ready to have, so I take that for what it is. But it's an amazing picture, and it's obviously a skunk ape, so. So you don't think you're being followed, but I don't know. I mean, you never experienced anything before, and then you end up in the Ocala National Forest and you're experiencing things there, and the next thing you know, you're experiencing them in your own backyard. And I mean, to sit on your porch and take this picture, this creature is looking right at you. So I think it's hard to say that you're not being followed. It's like that's a hard conversation. I don't even know how to begin to address it, but it seems obvious. Okay, but then you have to ask yourself, so why show themselves now, right? So some people believe that they pick and choose who they show themselves to, that they're completely translucent until they decide differently. Now, I don't know if that's quite true, because I've heard of many stories of Sasquatch being caught off guard. I believe they're more physical beings, but yeah, with a camouflaging ability. So why would a Sasquatch choose to start showing themselves unless they know something? They have to know something. Maybe it's like a dog. Maybe they can smell another dog on you. It's like they can they can smell a Sasquatch on you. So they know that you're cool, It could be, and it could be a lot like, honestly, like, if you're a fan of the channel, that, and I know that, Bigfoot World did a lot of paranormal research before the Bigfoot subject, but if you're on the channel, you'll know that we also, get into paranormal stuff as well, and it's like, it's almost like once you experience something, for whatever reason, your eyes are forever open. There was an old guy that I listened to that described it as, once the universe chooses you to put on the glasses, he said, one of the rules is you can never take them off. And you can't force someone else to wear them. And I get that. It's like, once you see something that you see, you can't unsee it. I mean, Kathy, I did. I saw the plowman. I saw that. That was amazing. I saw it in the video, and I saw in the picture. To me, it's very blatant. Um, then again, if you want to talk about the paranormal, the one picture that we talked about maybe 6 months ago, to me was very obviously, I think it was on your IR camera, it was very obviously an entrance to a cemetery. But then when you switch to your normal camera, you can't see, there's nothing there. So I'm like, how the shit does that happen? Like, how do you actually take a picture of a physical thing that's there in IR but not in real life? And same thing with the plow guy. It's like, yeah, it's like this guy is obviously, it's obviously a physical man pushing a plow. But then he's not there, I don't quite understand it, and I guess that's why they call it paranormal, but yeah, Tommy, that brings up a whole conversation about quantum physics that I'm not willing to have at this point in time anyway, at least on this channel. I do study quantum physics as a side interest, and it's just not something that I'm willing to indulge in right now during this channel. I think what happens is you reach an extremely niche audience at that point, and it's a very long and exhausting conversation. So I get where you're coming from, and I agree with you, and I think that you have to consider quantum physics as a possibility. We're trained and raised to understand Newtonian and Einstein physics, but we're never taught about quantum physics and the possibility of that existence. But anyway, I'll let you do your own research on that and discover that on your own. But it is out there in the world. It's an amazing subject, and if you haven't dove into that, you really should. But Sorry, I'm just going through these pictures. I'm doing some movie reviews and stuff like that as well. Forgive my scrolling. Excuse me. Alright, I think. I'll tell you this, Tommy. If you're interested in following the subject, there's a book called The Field, and it's available in audio version on like Amazon, Kindle, and different stuff like that. I would highly recommend. It's about 10 to 14 hours. You can listen to it like on your drive to work, on your way home. It's very addicting, and it is absolutely amazing. It's a mind-blowing type of experience. So I would recommend that to anybody that's interested in quantum physics. If you want a crash course in quantum physics and you really want to learn some interesting shit that went on at least before I was born. I can't speak for everyone, Kathy, but I would say there's a lot of these crazy experiments that went on, that we're not really aware of, and it's amazing stuff. But it's called The Field, so I would check that out. But ultimately, I want to tell you guys that I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you chatting with us, and I appreciate any of the submissions that you've sent. I want to get off here, and I want to go and I want to check those out. So I want to give myself enough time to be able to do that. I need to get some sleep, and then in the morning I need to start going through this stuff and making a new video for everybody. So I'm very honored to be able to throw these live little soirees and have everyone join, and I appreciate that. But ultimately, we're going to get off here. We're going to focus on the channel and focus on the videos that we want to put out, and those are the important things. All right, so I appreciate everyone coming, and I wish everyone a good night. And as for right now, this is J Mac, and I'm out. Will do, Kathy. Of course, Tommy. Thank you for sending them. I appreciate that. Good night.